It's always good to just kind of get one out of the way early. Just thoughts on how the first game of the season went for you.
Good. I was happy to be back out there. Obviously, doing those scrimmages are fun. The competitiveness was fun, but at the end of the day, we want to be a team and beat other teams. So it was good. It was good to do that again. There were some guys that really stepped up. Obviously, with some of our top guys out, or most of our top guys out, but it was a good game all throughout, and I think the coaches are proud. I think we're proud of our efforts. So yeah, all things were good.
What was your read on Turk's goal, where you kind of made the activation play from the point and set things up down the left side?
I just kept seeing holes. Sometimes guys bite. Sometimes if they don't bite, you shoot it. If they do bite, there's maybe another lane way, or you could say. But I kind of just saw those and kind of kept going with it until I thought I had a good shot at the net. I knew we had a couple guys there, so if I just kind of created a rebound and something was going to happen, good things happen when pucks go to the net. And Turk was strong on his stick, banged it in, and it was a good goal by him.
Was the shot off the pad intentional?
It was, I don't know, you're that and tight, you're kind of just getting it hard. If it went 5-hole, I would have been happy, but if it goes off his pad right to Turk, I'm happy too.
It looked like as soon as the puck left your stick, you had eyes on Turcotte the whole way.
I guess you could say that. I don't know. Sometimes things are so fast, you're just kind of trying to make a play. If it goes in, it goes in. If it goes right to him, just as happy. So that's kind of what happened.
A few minutes later, you got cleared out at the goal mouth, going right back to the front of the net again. Is that something that coaching staff has encouraged you to do this year?
They always tell me to make reads, when there's an opening, and I think on that specific play, the puck kind of went in the air. I kind of, from the point, was the only one who kind of knew where it was, so there's kind of a laneway right down the middle, no one picked me up, and I just tried to make a strong play at the net, tried to jam it, goalie made a good save, got pushed from the back, all was good, but I think, like I said, just making reads as they come along, not forcing anything, but in that particular situation, there was an opening, and I tried to make it work, and got a good chance, but didn't go in. But I thought that was the right read there.
Turk obviously factors into the second goal. He was visible. Just your thoughts on his season coming up. You played with him in LA, Ontario. Obviously, he's had a long road to becoming a regular. But just what you guys are expecting from him this year, I guess.
Yeah, we all know Turk's game. He's a buzzsaw out there. You kind of plug him anywhere, and he's going to make it work. So I think you saw some of his flash nights, some of his drive. But he's all. Sometimes when you see that, his work to get back under the puck and just back in our D zone and having his good stick and stuff like that, it kind of goes unnoticed. But he did that really well tonight too. So I think he had a great game. I think he had a great showing, and we're ready to see him do more of that because we know he has it in him, and he's progressed so well, and he's ready to be a big time player, and we're really happy for him.
Building's a little bit more intimate than Crypto.com Arena. Lively crowd tonight. Did that help you guys at all?
I think so. I think we all love playing out here. Like I kind of stated before when I was asked about this, anyone that played in Ontario has nothing but good things to say about the fan base, about the atmosphere here, and I think being able to come back and give them a good show today, give them a good win against a rival, I think it was good for all involved. So we were happy to be back here, happy to play well, and happy that they showed out for us. So it was all good.
Penalties in the NHL, but you get the shorty today, played a lot, was right of assist. What's your penalty killing experience, and is that maybe something you might in your future this year?
Before I got to the NHL, I obviously played a ton in Ontario, and all the way up. So I feel pretty comfortable. Last year I was always in the meetings watching, so kind of just learning and taking notes, and I feel pretty comfortable on ours. I feel like definitely something I can bring to the game with my speed and smarts. So I think went obviously pretty well. We scored on one of them today, but I think just reps, and I think coaches know I want to be on it, so hopefully I can work towards that.
Is that an exciting possibility for you, maybe as a way to earn a couple of more minutes by playing that part of the game?
100%, I want to help the team any way I can, and obviously get as much ice time as I can, so I think I just got to earn it and keep going. I think today was a good start.
You've talked throughout camp about just trying to earn a spot and finding that role. Scoring a goal, though, has to help the confidence.
I'm just trying to get better each year, each day. I think I'm pretty confident in what I can bring and how my game is evolving, especially after last year. So I'm not satisfied at all. I thought it was a pretty good year, but I think I know I can bring more.
Looks like Clarke saw you on the side and intended to send the puck off the pad. Did it feel that way to you?
Yeah, no, he made a great move. He danced somebody at the top and was kind of in the slot, and I just kind of followed him to the net. I was just hoping he'd see me, made a nice little pass off the pad, and yeah, just right there for me. So got to get some garbage goals. It's always good. So definitely not too mad about it.
How'd you see the play develop on the winner there for you and Laugh? At what point did you guys realize you could kind of go for it? It seemed like you slipped a check on the wall. And
Yeah.
then it was over.
No, Laugh made a great play. He kind of just ducked around somebody and he made a great saucer pass. I tried going backhand 5-hole and almost had him, just missed my spot, but he stopped on it and obviously cleaned up the rebound. So, yeah, I think me and him have clicked pretty well in this building before in preseason, so it's been fun.
In the offseason, Kenny talked a lot about you being a guy who could play all around, center, wing, up the lineup, down the lineup, that kind of thing. Do you like that kind of utility role, or would you prefer maybe something a little better defined? I mean, as you look ahead and kind of idealize things, what do you see?
Yeah, I think I just want to play as much as I can, so I'm good with anywhere. Feel pretty confident and comfortable. I played wing most of the year last year, so wherever they want to put me, I'll be ready. Like I said, I have a lot of confidence in my game in both positions, so I know I'll probably be all over the place at some point.
We talked yesterday about that group of forwards that's kind of on the roster bubble, and you had almost all those guys in the lineup. Is that a group maybe you're focused on a little bit more, knowing kind of where they stand in the picture overall?
Yeah, I mean, we got a pretty good read, I think, during the live action. We've got to go through the video always to really get it tight and see exactly how things work in some tighter situations. But thought they all played well. So you're trying to separate. You don't want anybody to play poorly. You just want to keep rising. But they all played well. I thought Killer maybe played one of his best games I've seen him play. Akil Thomas, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. So I was really happy for him. What a game.
Talked about Carter George yesterday. He talked about his economy of motion. Did you see what you were talking about yesterday tonight?
I mean, you can see it closer in practice because there's one shot after another. So it's harder to see that in the game, but you just have confidence when he's in the net. That's just the bottom line. He's just always looks like he's going to save it. Never looks like he's in a lot of danger. So yeah, I don't know what more to say about him. I don't like to talk about goaltending. I don't know enough about it, but when he makes the coach confident, that's usually probably a pretty good thing if you're the goalie.
We spent so much time talking about the forwards, but there are a couple of defensemen as well that are trying to make the roster. You saw both of them today, and Burrows and Mavari. Just wondering thoughts on those guys.
Yeah, I mean, we know them good from last year, of course, but those are just. It starts that they're just two excellent team guys. They didn't. Neither of them played as much as they wanted to last year, but they understand the systems. They're there to battle and compete, and they're ready to go at it again this year and try to earn ice time, whether it's in the top six, whether it's 7, whatever it is. They're just two really good guys that are happy to see them get out there and at least get some really good ice time, big minutes at the end, game on the line. I know it's only exhibition, but they're there to compete.
Turcotte and LaFerriere, they get the shorthanded goal, and not guys we saw in the penalty kill a ton last year, but we talked with Turk. He said he's pretty comfortable in that situation. Is there an opportunity there for guys like that to pick up a couple extra minutes if they could be PK guys for you?
Yeah, I think there is. We'd like to, try to find a couple more guys to get them into the rotation a little bit, and those two are candidates for sure. And nice job today. I thought the whole PK, I don't think we gave them much, amongst the other guys. That was good. And then that's the goal that changes the game.
As far as Turk's role 5-on-5, Kenny in the summer talked about his versatility, wing, center, up, down the lineup. Where do you envision him maybe starting the year? What kind of role? I mean, obviously some of that's dictated by injury and stuff, but as far as everybody's healthy, where do you think you may be playing him the most?
I don't know. I mean, we've put him back in center, so you can see that. So we want to give him a good run at center. We know he played really well for us on the wing, kind of took him out of his natural position. And much like Q, it's a hard job, center ice when you're that young. So now get him back in there. He looks to be doing a good job. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. When you look at the success the top 9 had last year, the second part of last year, those guys are going to get some leash for a little while. So you're probably fighting for that, starting job on the fourth line.
Army is obviously a veteran, so in the grand scheme of things, he'll be just fine. But is this one of those situations where first game, new team, you just kind of want to get it out of the way? Yeah,
we wanted to get him out there and try to play him a fair amount. I think he played a fair amount. Got him on the penalty kill as well. Get him out there with Q. Those guys will probably end up playing a little more, maybe more. Typically you don't have a veteran of as many years as him in an opening game like this. We want to get him kind of up to speed with how we play as quick as possible. So, you might see him just play a little bit more in the exhibition than normally he would play.
You also have two defensemen in juniors, and Woolley and Brustevich. They played as a pair tonight. I thought they looked real mature and composed. How did they look to you?
Yeah, we thought the same thing. Like, it's hard to believe that they're a pair in juniors together. They be a couple hard guys to play against when I think about juniors. I coached back then. Both are big, both are competitive, both can move the puck. So when they go back, I'm sure they're going to get big minutes. For a good London team again, they're developing really nicely.
What have your early impressions been of Connor Brown? Obviously, big guy, had some big pedigree, but he's kind of putting things back together after an injury and some other circumstances. Just your thoughts on his first few days in camp and his first voyage out here today.
I thought he was all right. He's a skilled player, and we had him a little bit more of a, in a grinding kind of role. So we didn't have a lot of power play time. He's a power play player, so we probably didn't use him to his strengths tonight. I'll be honest with you, but he blocked the shot there at the end, and he was fine. But he would probably tell you, if give me Byfield, give me Laferriere. Well, just it doesn't work like that all the time. So you have to be a little patient that way.